Bennett. Good morrow, fellow ginger man.
Good morrow.
Yes, I am.
Is that
I
Mark
am
Hamill?
clinically, factually, a ginger now.
Well, we've talked about this before, right? Like you're in and out of being
How
a
dare
ginger,
you? How dare
ginger
you?
all the
No,
time.
no. I am only now a ginger. I was never a ginger before.
Well, your beard
you
was
were
red.
you
Remember?
were all alone,
There were
and now you have a brother in red.
There were theories that
Now
you were
you
my
have-
brother. We
No.
got called brothers and
No.
sometimes lovers.
No. I don't like how much you hopped into this conversation. This was meant to be a what? A what, Charlie?
Well,
A throw you off your game line, and you have
I've
fucking rolled with it so much stronger than I anticipated.
Well, as you, the reason I took time off was to practice. And
Shitter's full at work, but wanted to share the sub. Thank you, Chris. Love you. Can't wait to see you. Hey, Marina.
How do I'm trying to make a Facebook reel because for whatever reasons, the ones with me, you, and Amanda have like really taken off. Oh, thank you, Marina.
Marina resubscribed with Prime as well. Marina, I love you. Yeah. Marina, we were watching clips the other day, and there was one in here. Fuck, it was about you. Someone said we were looking up a definition of something. We were looking up the definition of swag, and it said swag, mostly said by this demographic of people. And then I said, and the clip started with swag. Mostly said by blah, 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 blah.
Swag.
I was like, yes, or in the case of our podcast, by Brazilian lesbians. And I was like, why the fuck did I say that? It took me like 3 whole minutes to remember that you say swag all the time and that was all about you. Because I couldn't figure out what the clip was for. That shit was fucking hilarious. Good luck, racers. Stay safe. Chris, we got to do something, man. I'm getting pissed at this whole not meeting you thing.
Yeah, I want to meet Chris.
Not you.
I know. I want to meet him though,
I
for
know,
real.
but you're
I'm
not as excited
And
as me.
look, let me tell you something. I am excited. But maybe not as excited as you, but I am enthralled. Okay. I want to meet him.
I'm not as excited as you, but I am insert synonym of excited
Yeah,
here.
there we go. I can't figure out how to do it. You know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna.
What? Post on
I was
Facebook?
I was gonna make a reel because for whatever reason those are
Do it
popular.
later. Don't
No,
do it in the
no,
middle
I'm
of
not
the
gonna.
podcast.
Well, no, that's the thing. I've been doing them in the middle of podcasts. Like we got Cadillac
And
Pussy.
you don't.
We got Cadillac Pussy on here. We've got Amanda just looking in the camera, looking all mad and stuff after something dumb I've said. And those have all gotten like the first one with Cadillac Pussy has like 3,000 views, and then the other one has like 1,000. And I'm like, I don't think like you realize just like how funny those are. I guess out of context for people. And I can't figure out how to make one because Facebook keeps updating. It used to be
But
just
you
slid
made
over.
But you made them before.
No, but that's what
they
I'm
keep
saying. They keep
updating
updating.
Facebook.
It used to be
I
you just
understand.
slid over and made one, and now it's like a whole process.
It's because I kept saying swag, ironically, and then it became unironic and a part of my character.
Do you
That is
remember like when people used to be like
Swag. Yeah, that's still Marina. She says it
She
all
still
the time.
says that.
We'll
all
be
the
having a
time?
conversation, and I'll be like, man, that's awesome. She's like, yeah, it's totally swag. And I'm like, God damn
Well,
it.
no,
Marina.
no, but that's different though. Like I'm talking about where like you just be walking down the hall and you hear somebody go like swag, like, as they're walking, you know, and you would be like, "Is that their pants making that noise?"
People didn't say that. Like
I
4
remember
people
that.
said
I remember that in middle school.
Yes, in middle school.
And I thought
that kid said it.
I thought it was pants.
That
like
guy
the
we
rubbing
know.
of the pants legs
No,
together,
shut
making
up,
that noise.
shut up.
You know,
Who was it?
like
Hold
a
on.
swagging sound.
Stop it. We had a person in our life.
Was it David?
I hope not.
I feel like it was David.
It might have been David. David might have said it.
Like he was wearing basketball pants, you know, like the
No.
really stretchy pants. And he was
Swag,
like,
swag. He definitely said the word swag, but he
Yeah.
was not the guy.
I could see him.
You
doing
were
like
right.
this.
You
like,
were right. There literally was a guy that walked around saying like swag. That's just what he said.
But was he like one of the cool guys in school, or was he one of us?
He wasn't even one of us. I remember this guy. It was not. It
was
wasn't
it Corey?
David. I don't know who that is.
The one that asked Chris if girls pee out the butt when we were in 12th grade. By the way, for those of you that can't do math at home, you're 17 to 18 years old in 12th grade. Most of the time, if you haven't been held back.
Anyway, the weather in... Okay, I'm going to try and say this word. The weather in Bollinger County, Missouri is 32% Fahrenheit, is freezing in Bollinger County. The precipitation is a whopping 1%, the humidity is 85%, and the wind is 8 miles per hour.
What's
That's
the
the weather.
humidity?
I already said it.
Did you for real?
Yeah, of course I did. I always say it in the
Is
same
it
order.
snowing?
I say it in the same order every time. Always in the same order.
Is it snowing?
I always say it in the same. No, it's not
Bruh,
snowing. It's 1%
I
precipitation.
need you to take my phone. I'm gonna keep fixating on the real things.
Okay.
And I need to focus on what's important.
Which is
The Urban Dictionary word.
okay. What's the Urban Dictionary word of the day, Craig?
La 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 la.
Hold on. 4 laws.
3. Sorry.
You said la la la
I'm
la.
correcting myself.
How
la,
dare you?
La la.
L-A space L-A
No,
space
it's all
L-A.
one word.
L-A L-A L-A.
Yeah.
You're telling me the 6-word the 6-letter word is la la la.
Yeah. Maybe.
Are there any capital letters?
Maybe la 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 la. No, I don't think it's that though, based off the definition.
What does it mean?
The definitive thing to say when you don't want to hear somebody speak anymore. usually
La
accompanied
la la.
usually accompanied by a clasping of the hands over the ears in a mature and composed fashion to signify that you are done with the conversation. Short intakes of air in between scores of la 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 should be expected, as has been
You said 4 laws
scientifically
again.
proven. As has been scientifically proven to increase dramatic effect and frustrate an antagonized speaker to habitually silence.
It has been scientifically proven.
I look.
La, la,
at
la.
first I was
Okay,
like-
I mean, I get it.
At first I was like, no, not this, and then I read the definition, and then I was like, oh, it has to be this.
What's good, y'all? Flint, what did he say? What did Hamdog MD say? That was a doctor, Flint. You banned a doctor from our fucking.
Today is December 21st. We're 4 days out from Christmas, Charlie.
Yes, that's true. It is my
Yes.
mother's birthday. It is
I saw that on Facebook.
the day of my dentist appointment. I have to be there in an hour and a half. I don't want to go.
A lot of things going on today. I've been
Lot of
cleaning
stuff
my room
happened.
today.
Yeah?
The first time in a year. It feels like it. There were like 8 bags of clothes in there.
Yeah, well, you have a teeny tiny bedroom.
Yeah, but I still have room for 8 bags. Like when I say bags, I don't mean like book bags. I mean like trash bags full of clothes in the floor. And I still had clothes in my I still have a full closet.
We need to convince your cousin uncle.
Oh,
let you move
dude,
in.
it's so funny that you say that. Me and April were talking about that on the way over here.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's coming to the family party to.
Where is she?
I was on the phone with her.
Oh, okay.
Did you think she was in it? Could you imagine?
Yeah, I was
She's
like,
she's
has she been
over there.
waiting to scare me this whole time?
That'd be funny. She's actually in that. Room.
Ah, understood. Flint.
What do you say? Spam.
It was a spam
yeah.
bot.
Oh, but he's a doctor.
Anyway,
Anyways, oh shit!
you gotta convince.
Facebook.
You gotta
too.
convince them. That would solve so many issues.
I know it would.
If your cousin maintained his side of what he
my
said.
cousin, my cousin, and my uncle. Well,
Well,
like
your cousin's the one
the
that made
thing
the cool
is-
offer that he made that
yes.
one time.
the thing is that
I'm not gonna go. I don't want to go too far into it.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation
Yes.
because like it's a 50-50 deal. Like he owns half the property, my great uncle, or no, my other cousin owns the other half of the property, and like they both have to agree to it, and they just like one of them's like, yeah, let's do it, and the other one's like, I'm about to move in there, and then
And
he's-
has been about to for 15 years.
yeah. So he's gonna do it any day now.
Yeah, any day now.
Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of time.
Anyway, how was your weird week
It's been
schedule?
It's been Christmas is coming up, and I have about 40 Christmases to do, just because of
Yeah.
So my family's weird. My mom and my dad don't do Christmas together because they're divorced and have their own families, and my mom lives at the beach. But she's coming into town. She's already expressed to me that she wants to spend Christmas with Charlie and just Charlie, and
me and me alone, her singular best son,
Yes, her favorite son.
her favorite son.
Not even like her actual blood birth son that she pushed out, but it's still her.
She has
favorite.
2 to choose from, and she picked me instead.
The third option.
I'm the third, but ask question, walks away. I can hear him. We're in the same room. You guys need the mic. I ask my question through the mic, which that's my job of the question. In the question's fucking lifetime, my job is to say it, and then I can walk away because guess what? I can still hear him, and I have nothing left to say until he's done, and it's 8 feet away. I walked away and grabbed a thing for story's sake. in a minute. I'm setting some shit up.
Flint,
And
Flint,
you, how dare you? Bad
Flint
Flint.
is trying to
Bad
trigger
moderator.
you today.
So
So
that's some shit you would have said, or Amanda, I'm freaking out. Anyway,
God,
it's too goddamn early to
she
get
said
me
some
mad.
dumb shit to me the other day, and I got so mad.
Yeah, let's save it up. Let's save it up.
I'm gonna save
Say
that.
say your mom how much she loves me some more.
So,
Let's
my mom
finish
loves
this
you.
and how you have a
I
bunch
still
of
have to figure out
Christmases.
how we're gonna work you into the schedule, but
What day? So hold on.
so
Is the plan still for Christmas Day?
yeah, I mean, I'm
How many
down for that.
Christmases do you have on Christmas Day?
So I've got 3 Christmas Day, and then I got 1 Christmas Eve.
Where's okay?
So Christmas Eve
yeah.
this year is different because I'm dating April, and April has 2 kids, and normally she spends the day at her parents' house or her house, just hanging out with the kids, letting them play with their presents, all that kind of stuff.
Can
I didn't
Can
wanna-
I come to Christmas Eve? I'm kidding. Okay, it's okay. I'm just
I
kidding.
didn't want. You can if you want to. I mean, we're probably just gonna be hanging out, drinking cocoa, and opening presents. And I think we're gonna go look at Christmas lights.
I mean, I was kidding, but like we'll
That sounds
we'll talk
lit,
about
bro,
it.
right?
That
It's a
sounds fun.
nice,
That sounds
nice
fun.
night.
I'm not doing
anyways,
anything on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
So, I was like, why don't you come over Christmas Eve? Because we're trying to do this whole new, making them part of Christmas and all that kind of stuff thing this year.
April
Yes.
at your
and-
house.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's actually been going pretty good so far. She's coming over with the kids Christmas Eve. My mom's gonna give her present and their presents and everything like that. We're just gonna have like a little mini Christmas for the kids and everything, and then probably go take them to look at lights and stuff. And then Christmas Day, probably gonna spend the night at my mom's. Wake up, do Christmas with them at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
What? Wait, hold on. Say
No,
that
they
again.
always do that.
Wait,
that
no,
early.
say that again.
We're probably gonna do Christmas like at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, at my mom's house.
At the beach?
No. At my
where
grandma's, but
you
my
live.
mom's gonna be there
Yeah, okay.
because my mom's coming into town. We're gonna leave from there
So I guess what my real question is, am I supposed to be there that early?
if you want to be. You don't have to be. Why, you want to spend the night with us or something? It'd be fun. We have.
I definitely don't want to.
We could have a slumber party, Charlie. We could do a podcast and then go spend the night at my grandma's house. We'll sleep by the fire in the living room. Watch movies all night. Tell each other secrets. Oh, could you
It
imagine
wasn't what you said. It was the little
the little arm thing?
the little arm yay, the little we're little kids.
Could you imagine I break out the Xbox and we play some
Also
Halo
th-
3?
Also, the idea that there are any secrets between the two of us anymore. Because honestly, out of everybody, you and Quentin probably know the most. Well, no, Nathan and them know the most. But you and Quentin probably know the most about me of anybody in our life.
Could you imagine if we did that and broke out the Xbox and played Halo 3?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. That would be fucking awesome,
Right? I was watching one of the old trailers for Halo 3 the other day. I was like, this game is fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, it's still awesome. It's an
No,
awesome
no.
game.
Well, the game, not only is the game awesome, but the marketing campaign behind
Yes.
it. All the little,
it was everywhere. It
all
was
the-
at McDonald's.
all the little stuff
It
that
was-
was believe.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I do believe.
believe.
Yeah, so the little miniatures where they're getting their ass handed to them. It's like a little model thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it shows all the people dying and the elites and the brutes just fucking
I thought Believe was for
destroying them.
Halo 4.
No.
No?
No,
Which
no.
one was Halo? Because because
Remember
it was kind of
Reach?
unknown who was the good guy. Master Chief or Spartan Locke. They were trying to do
Oh,
that.
that's
They're trying to do that dumb shit.
no, that wasn't Believe. That was
Oh wait, no, that was Halo 5.
Find out
anyway.
the truth or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Find the truth or
Which
some shit.
was
So misleading.
stupid.
Yeah.
Very misleading. Not good for the story.
Yeah. And then Halo Reach was remember Reach.
Yeah, that shit was
That
fucking
was good.
awesome. That was the best. To
Well,
me,
no.
Halo Reach was probably the best Halo in the lead up to the marketing and what you got out of it.
Yeah.
Halo 3 is, I still think, the
Has
best Halo game.
that. I feel so passionate about the Believe campaign because that scene, you see all of them getting their ass into him, they're
Yeah.
dying and shit, and then it cuts to Master Chief
And he's just
defeated.
walking through the dust.
No, he's being held up by a brute, right? And he's got his head down, he looks defeated and everything, and then you see the grenade in his hand, and he looks
Yeah.
up, and then it's Believe.
That is
See what I
pretty
mean? You're
silly.
getting chills.
I forgot about that one. That was a good marketing. That was a good ad.
But
I
it's got
think-
the little sad piano music.
Yes, I think that Reach, because it was so
Devastating.
it had also been a couple years since Halo 3 had ended, and everyone was really wanting a Halo again. And they were like Halo Reach, and we were like, "Ooh, what's Halo Reach?" And then they put out that fucking Game Informer article showing all the fucking like how all the bad guys were updated and like who the characters were, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, this is fucking gangster." And then it comes out and is one of the greatest fucking games ever, because Halo Reach is like
Yeah, it's fantastic.
top 3 Halo games.
I love it.
I
That's
really-
actually the game that got me into Halo. Like I played a little bit of 3 beforehand,
annoying.
and then why is that annoying?
It's just so annoying.
I know it's right before Bungie just dipped.
Well, that too, but it's really annoying that like the last really great Halo is the one that got you in. Like
Well,
you
no,
should.
but
I was
see,
in Halo
at the time.
from the
The
very
servers
get-go.
for Halo 3 were still up, so I went back and played Halo 3 online.
Yeah.
along with the online for stuff.
Oh,
for
online's
Reach.
whatever. I'm talking about the story.
Well, the story was great too. Like, I mean, but like once I got into Reach,
Halo 1 through 3's fucking campaign, like back to back to back, the way they were, are unfucking
Well,
believable.
this is what I did. Once I really got into Reach, I watched. I went on YouTube and I looked at all the cutscenes for all the games before it, and I just got sucked into the lore. You know what I mean? Without ever having like, I mean, I had played Reach a little bit or not Reach, but 3 a little bit in the past, but like just got completely sucked into it. I mean, in the span of probably like a week, I like watched everything I could to know like what the story was for Halo, and then went back and replayed Reach with a better understanding of it from the beginning. And I mean, you understand this when I was like 12, and just dug my heels into that, like, oh, what's the word, lore and world building, and I just fell in love with the franchise. And then 343 came and just
shat on our
shat
chest.
all over it.
Right.
I mean, 4
to be
isn't
fair,
bad.
4 isn't bad. And honestly, 5, while misleaded or
Misleaded,
misheaded,
misheaded.
while misleading,
Mhm.
and also like taking that dumb choice of having 2 characters all of a sudden that you play as.
And also just introducing Blue Team, and you have to read all these books and everything.
Yeah,
in
honestly,
between.
like Blue Team was cool. Like the
Blue
characters
Team
were all
was cool, but it's like,
But there
it's
shouldn't have
it's
been.
the 5th game in the franchise, and up until this point, like up until like 4, like it kind of feels like Master Chief is the last Spartan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so it's like really weird.
And
I mean,
they-
because it makes sense from that time jump in the 8 years for there to be more Spartans. now.
Yes.
But then for just Blue Team to have been there the whole time, it's like,
Yeah.
well, where were you guys? Like when all
During
that shit was
Halo.
yeah.
Where were you guys when it
Yeah.
all fucking started?
Yeah. Where were you guys when Reach happened? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, when Reach happened, there were Spartans all over the place.
Yeah.
It was just we were following one Spartan team.
Yeah.
Like there were Spartans there doing shit the whole time, different
Well,
teams.
no, but I mean, where were you, like, whenever Chief's ship took off? You know what I mean? Like, why weren't y'all with Chief? If y'all are a fire team, they're supposed to, like,
Well, a
travel
lot of
together.
people. So the story there is that a lot of people were already on Earth or on the way to Earth during the events of Reach. So like the Reach was really just who was there to defend it. Like that. That's who it was. Who
I
was
think
able
they
to.
should just thaw Chief out and let him handle it.
Yeah. He probably could have.
Probably would just save Reach.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have Cortana yet.
But, like, did he ever really need Cortana?
How dare
I
you.
mean, don't get me wrong. Cortana's awesome. I love Cortana.
I apologize for anybody listening to this incredibly deep nerd talk that's about to happen because we're not leaving Halo all of a sudden. And
I'm
now
sorry.
now I'm
we
about to
went-
get into it because
we
I
went
love
fr-
Halo
We
lore.
went from Christmas plans to, like, Halo.
Speaking of Halo lore, fuck that Halo show. I am so disappointed.
I've heard-
Don't watch it.
I'm not.
I haven't even
I've
watched
already
it.
heard.
Do you know what
about-
it is?
It's like Chief, but it's not Chief. But it's like
it's
its
Halo.
own canon, right?
It's Halo in name only. It's literally its own story and canon. It has nothing to do with the story
Why
of
would you do
Halo.
that? Like, I get it. You don't want to, like, have something that's tied to, like, all the games and shit. But, like, you don't, like, I get how that could weigh down your narrative of a show you're trying to do.
You could literally
But you could
remake the first 3 games.
and make it a 3-season show.
Yeah, like just I don't know about 3 seasons. You
I mean,
could
depending
probably
on what happens.
you could probably squeeze the first. Well, yeah, you know what? You might be able to. It probably is a better idea to be squeezed 3 seasons. Like do each game as a season,
Yeah.
and just do your writers' room thing of turning the in between battles into fucking like
Character
content,
stuff.
character
Character
content.
building.
Yeah, all that shit. And then, like, have the big cool battles and shit, but, like, for the most part, just build off of that story. Because, dude, the story in Halo 1
It's fantastic.
is fantastic. The story in Halo 2
And it's low key kind
And
of
the
like a
story in
horror
Halo
game,
3.
if you think about it.
Oh, the Halo 1 in particular is a
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
horror
Like
game.
you could easily make it a horror show.
Yeah, like what they're doing with the Last of Us show
Yeah.
looks like what you're supposed to do with the adaptation. Shit
I'm
looks,
so excited for that. If
That shit looks so good.
if it gets here and it's shit, I'm gonna be.
it's
upset.
not gonna be.
I mean, I know it's not gonna be, but like part of like I've got PTSD. Like, do you know how many
Yeah.
video game adaptations? All we have right now is Sonic. That's all we have.
Sonic was pretty good. The Mario movie looks good.
It's Sonic 2 almost didn't stick the landing.
Really?
You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, so like this is the weird part about Sonic 2. Like a chunk of that movie is a different movie. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's like an episode, like a children's episode of Criminal Minds.
Really?
It's so
Damn, like that's fucking enticing. I gotta watch Sonic.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It works. But I'm like, you guys are pushing it. Please just focus. Focus up. We gotta bring it in.
And then they focus up and bring it in.
Yeah. The last
Okay.
part definitely sticks. Like it definitely sticks the landing. But like there. So are you gonna watch it? Like, do you care if I say anything? Or
Yeah, I'll watch it. I do plan
Do you
on
care
watching
about spoilers?
a little bit.
Okay,
I
well
do
then
want
I
to
won't
watch
say
it.
anything.
I do
But
wanna
like,
watch it.
there's
'Cause the first one is really good. And the second one,
the second one's really good too. It's just
I've heard that there's gonna like definitely be a third one.
there's just yeah, for sure. I
Like,
think
they
that's
set
gonna be
it up.
Jim Carrey's last movie.
Yeah, apparently.
But the the chunk
I do,
of
Flint.
time that this happens in, you almost forget you're watching a Sonic movie. If that makes sense.
Like the first chunk or something.
No, the chunk of time that this thing happens, because it happens like in the middle of the movie. you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
I'm so excited. This is
Like, don't get me
I'm
wrong,
watching
it's
it today.
fun. It's so fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's hilarious. It uses that dude from the bald guy from Criminal Minds, the bald black guy that's in every police show on TV.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm
Yeah,
talking
I do know
about?
who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like he left Criminal Minds just to go and do another show where he's wearing a bulletproof vest and has a goatee. I think he has even more of a goatee. in
Jack
that show.
Ryan.
Is that his name?
No, that's what he went to. I think.
No,
It's Jack Ryan.
not Jack Ryan. Not that dude.
He's not Jack Ryan, but he's in the show. I think.
Is he? No,
Remember-
the show that he went to do is like SWAT or something like that, because he's a SWAT team commander, and he has to do shit in it.
Cast and crew. I'll recognize this guy if it's who I think right away. Can you fucking go to the cast? Go to the cast. Why are you not loading? There we go.
I can tell you, I'm pulling up the cast. Is
Shamar Moore?
Yeah, Shamar
Oh,
Moore.
okay, that guy.
Yeah.
I do recognize this guy,
Yeah.
but that's not the
He's
one. I was
he's got a really, I like him. He's very charismatic as an actor.
Yeah, and he's in Sonic 2.
Yes. No, he's in Sonic 2.
Is he good?
He's exactly what you would think he is.
Okay.
He would be. If that
Is
makes
Idris
sense.
Elba good as?
Oh, yeah, he's fantastic.
Knuckles? Yeah.
When he said the way, it really took me by surprise.
When he what?
It said, you remember the memes that were going around with Knuckles saying, "Do you know the way?" Is that too deep in the internet?
That's
for
too deep of the internet meme. Fucking
you? I mean, this is like a meme like
reference
6 years ago. So
6 years ago.
yeah,
What was it? What?
it was like a really bad drawing of Knuckles and him going like, "Do you know the way?"
Anyway, you have 17 Christmases.
Yeah. So after my mom's, I'm probably gonna go to April's around like 12. Hang out with them, leave there at 3, go to my dad's, hang out with them for a little bit.
You don't have to tell me the itinerary. I just meant like you have a lot of Christmases.
Yeah. Well, and then like after I leave my dad's, I was either gonna come back to April's or just do something. I have a
Well-
Lego Optimus Prime to build, so
Yeah. Well, hit me up on Christmas Eve.
Oh, we should do a podcast because I could put the kids to bed early.
When? What day?
Christmas Eve.
I mean, I'm down. I'd be down to do one Christmas
We're
Eve.
the gift that keeps
I
on
don't work
giving.
until Tuesday.
I have to work
Well, I don't
on
work
Christmas Eve.
until Tuesday.
Yeah,
So
that might be hard to squeeze in Christmas Eve. I might be able to do one Christmas.
I can do podcasts pretty much every day.
We come on, we just
Except
start
at one
singing.
today.
We should just come on and start singing Christmas carols.
I bought this
What is that?
for my Christmas.
Snowballs?
It's those plush snowballs.
Is it for real?
It's 100 of them.
Nice.
They fucking when I got the package, I was like, "This can't be my snowballs. This isn't heavy enough." But they fucking vacuum seal them. I was like, "What the hell?"
Is my phone ringing?
It's notificationing. Oh, it was
let's see.
it was a missed call.
Who was it?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's one that. That's my assistant at work.
Do you need to call her back?
Yeah, she put a question mark.
Okay. You want to cut your mic off? Or do you... Oh, okay. Well? My what? Oh, my God. If this... Oh, okay, it's more. There's more. Okay, guys, welcome back to the Hush Podcast. This is where I talk quietly so Creighton can have a conversation with his assistant. Creighton has an assistant. Can you guys believe a year ago this guy wanted an assistant, so he hired Marissa, and now he has a for real assistant that calls him while he's not at work and needs help with shit. This man has an assistant? The fuck? That's what I'm saying, Flint. Literally, Creighton, our tall, ginger fucking mascot, has his own assistant at his job. It truly is. The world's on fire.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
She does a lot of stuff for me and like takes
Yeah.
care of a lot of shit. So
Is she legitimately your assistant,
Yeah.
like by name?
Yeah.
I can't believe you have an
Me and
assistant.
her are basically like partners. Like she does like one half of the job, I do one half of the job.
So, is she your assistant or are you partners?
She's my assistant more than my partner. If that makes sense.
Okay. Just making
But
sure
like
you know who's
she
in
can do
line.
the same stuff I can do. I just have to have the final say on it.
Nice. That feels good, doesn't it? Does she know you do a podcast?
Yeah.
Does she watch the
I
podcast?
don't know.
Does anyone at work watch the podcast?
Well, yeah, you know that. Josh, Marissa, like, there's a bunch of people that watch the podcast. I'm pretty sure Jana watches it too.
I don't know who that is.
That's one of my friends from Ukraine.
Who's your assistant?
Her name is Jessica, and she is awesome. And she just moved into a new house. So, congratulations, Jessica.
Congratulations, Jessica. Oh, we're that. Okay. Mila Kunis is from Ukraine. She's Ukrainian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You knew that?
Yeah. We talked about that before.
Did we?
I think so. 'Cause like, I was surprised. I was like, oh, yeah, they're at war right now, huh? So that's kind of rough for her.
How's that rough for her? She's
I
here.
mean, like, what if she's got family over there, you know?
Maybe.
Did you ever think about that, you dick?
Okay. I'll keep that one loaded up. You prepare yourself this next week.
Speaking of being angry at dumb stuff, I need to talk about men.
Yes, let's talk
Give me
about.
some of those snowballs. We'll ride by where she works and just start pelting.
They won't do anything. They're plush.
We could put BBs in them and sew them back up. They would hurt.
Do you know how many BBs? We might as well just put like
We
what
could
we
buy like
should
a
do.
tub of BBs and just
What we should do is
take all this stuff in.
coat them in water, like soak them in water and freeze them,
Oh, she would be.
and
so
then they would
mad.
literally just be fucking like
snowballs.
weapons.
Yeah.
Is
She would
that's
be
just a
so
ball of
mad.
ice? Of course she'd be mad. It's a shitty thing to do.
She'd be like,
They could
"Yeah."
probably break glass.
She'd
at that
be
point.
like, "Did you just show up at work to throw snowballs at me?" Yes.
That styrofoam is full of red velvet cake, and I want to eat it so bad, but I have to go to
Nice.
the dentist in an hour.
I've got peanut butter and chocolate cake in the truck. So
God damn it! I ate a lot of bad food yesterday just because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to today because the day is literally the dentist, and then Thursday I have my fucking appointment, or my appointment, my fucking family Christmas is Thursday, like literally tomorrow.
Oh damn!
So,
your
like, I'm-
Christmas is coming early for you.
Yeah,
Charlie.
fucking. Well, yeah, that's why I said
I
I have
wish I didn't
Christmas
have
Eve
to
and
work.
Christmas Day.
I would go with you so I could see your nana.
No, you're not allowed.
Why? She loves me,
No,
and your grandpa loves me too.
they
I would
don't.
just
They
walk
don't.
in.
It's all a facade. They don't.
I
like
would
you at
walk
all.
in. They would give me all your presents. They'd be like,
They
"Oh yeah,
wouldn't.
fuck Charlie."
They wouldn't, and I doubt I have many presents. I don't. I told them not to get me anything.
Oh, well, you
They'll-
know they
they end
got
up-
you something though.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean they get
love
me
you.
like a bucket of popcorn.
They'll
That's
probably
pretty
be
much-
like, "Look, we got you this girl." You know,
No.
it's
Nah, my nana would try.
It's funny. Like I love it. Like 'cause I believed you when you told me that she like
Oh,
tries
yeah.
to set you up with everybody.
Yeah,
But seeing it play out in person is just such a different experience.
it's very silly.
It's so fun. I had such a ball whenever we went to eat that place with the airplanes. Top Flight, I believe it was called.
Hola, hello Taylor.
Hello, Taylor.
Halo. Yes, no, that one was particularly embarrassing
I was
because
having
she
a
wouldn't.
ball.
I know you were. She would not let up.
Oh, yeah.
She would not stop.
She's gonna sexually assault somebody for you one day.
Jesus. I hope not. I
so-
love my nana.
I can see the news now. Small time podcaster gets canceled due to his nana sexually assaulting a girl in his name.
His name, by the name of Christopher.
But anyways, Amanda. So
Yeah, Amanda.
she did some dumb shit the other day.
What'd she do?
I
can't take it. I'm eating cake.
I was on the phone with her.
My dentist be damn. I love you.
Damn, I don't
Curdy,
know if I
but-
can tell any of this. Shit. I called her while she was at work and was talking shit to her because, like, the other day, she comes in, we talk for like 3 hours, and then she drops some pretty fucking, like, as soon as she leaves, like, she's got her whole body out the door and just leans her head back in. Meanwhile, we've talked, like, for 2 hours, by the way. She came and saw me.
3, then 2.
Well, it wasn't like 2 hours, probably more like 30 minutes, but still.
My God.
It was a good amount of time.
This has gone in 18 seconds from 3 hours to 2 hours to 30 minutes.
She came and saw me. We talked for a while. She went to go leave.
For
and
a
then,
conversation
then,
length.
Then she like puts her whole body through the door, then leans her head back in and goes, "Oh yeah, by the way," and then drops some depressing news on me.
I think I know what it is.
Yes.
Can I guess?
Yes.
She's quitting the podcast.
She said that. But then and then just left.
Yeah, what a fucking... Hey, Amanda, bitch move.
But no. She isn't actually quitting. It was all a misunderstanding. Because for 2 days, I wasn't able to address this because I was busy. And I wanted my full attention on it. So...
This was not a phone call. This was a, phone call for 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, exactly. So, the other day, I was going to go get ugly Christmas sweaters from Walmart. I was like, this is the time. So I called her.
This is the time.
And she was at work. And I was like, Amanda, what do you mean you're quitting the podcast? And she was like, dude, that was 2 days ago. I was like, I know. I needed time to charge up and come at its full force. And she goes, well, I just feel you guys didn't tell me the last time you were doing one, so I just figured you guys didn't want me to be a part of it anymore. And
Amanda.
I was like, look.
Amanda, no, shut up for a second. Amanda, look at me. I'm gonna clip this. Shut the fuck up. Stop thinking we don't we have had we literally had the conversation with you. Hey, we're gonna do some since our schedules are all so bad. When you can make it, cool. When you can't, oh well.
And
We
then,
do one podcast without asking if she's available.
And then she.
You silly.
Did you see our text
goose.
conversation this morning? Because we're in the group
Yes,
chat.
I did. That was very silly.
Oh my God. She goes, this is what I'm going to read verbatim what she said. I find it really weird that one person in the group has this pretty solid schedule. One person literally writes his own schedule. I don't know who that is. And,
That's you.
and the last one has more of an inconsistent schedule, yet we can't figure out a day to do a podcast where everyone is free. And then I said,
Was that ironically?
I don't know. She didn't put LOL at the end, so I'm gonna say
I have a set
no,
schedule,
maybe.
yes. And then you have literally, you can write your schedule, and hers is inconsistent. She said that as if that means we should be able to have a easy schedule.
Well, and this is what I said to her after I said I have a secret to tell you. And then on iPhones you can do the text gentle thing. And I put in gently, we aren't very organized. To which she has yet to respond. So the ball's in your court, Amanda.
We will send you that clip as well.
Mhm.
I say to my friend Creighton. We will send her that clip.
We'll mail it to her.
Yeah, we will put it on a flash drive and send it literally in the
have
mail.
it delivered to her. Milo will pick it up with his
Ooh,
little
before we
thumbs.
leave, I got to show you the kitchen.
No.
It's coming along.
Oh, nice.
Stuff is actually happening now.
Nice.
It looks like stuff's happening.
What's it coming along on?
The stove is in there. The fridge is in there.
It's coming on all that stuff?
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes.
Do you like your potty humor?
I do.
My uncle, he enjoys the charisma of the podcast. He enjoys the energy. He thinks that we would be he thinks we're good at this, but he cannot watch it because he just does not cuss or anything. And he's such a you're Christian. He's like that, the other kind of Christian.
Oh yeah, no.
He's like
I get
very,
it.
and
It's
I
tough
love
to watch
I love
sometimes.
my
It's tough for me to say, but it has to
No,
be
it
said.
isn't.
It has to be said.
It's not tough.
I'm doing.
It's not tough for you to say it. You say worse things in front of your mom.
What I have is a hard job, and so it has to be done by somebody. And I'll bear that burden.
I'd prefer if you kept your shirts on. Rye87. Okay.
All right.
Hello. Welcome. Rye. We will keep
to
them
the Shirts
on.
Off
That's
podcast.
kind of the joke. We're not allowed to have our shirts off, so that's why we named it this.
Yes.
But I'm glad someone finally is coming in here and supporting our decision.
Yeah, there you go.
Instead of going like, no shirts, we riot.
Well, one of us is severely out of shape, and the other one is a sex god and doesn't want to make the other person feel bad.
Yeah, let's figure out who that is to ourselves quietly. I wonder who thinks what there. I wonder who the sex god is in Creighton's eyes.
I agree with Amanda on these things. No one even told me you were alive.
Danny Downer?
That was April.
That's April?
April. I
Hey,
told
April.
you we were going to be live today. I said I was at Charlie's.
That doesn't mean that.
Well, yeah, but like most time if I'm like I'm at Charlie's, it means
Also,
podcast
what it
will follow
really
shortly.
what it really means is you don't follow either of us on Twitter.
yeah,
or on Discord. If you went on Discord, I would add
Well,
add
no,
everybody
she's
when
in
we
the
go live.
Discord.
Well, I add everybody when we're live. I did today. Everyone, look, go to Shirts Off Live.
Where's the We're Live
It
text?
says at everyone.
Oh, hold on, wait, I got you. Don't even worry about it, baby. Hold on.
You're gonna send it now.
Yes. We are live.
Or Snap notification.
There you go.
Or Facebook
See, right there.
notification. Well, we don't post it on Facebook that we're live.
I posted on Facebook.
God damn it, do you?
Yeah. Posted it everywhere. Why do you think I was trying to make a reel? The reels are on Facebook.
Don't do it.
What do you mean don't do it?
I don't like it going live on Facebook.
Why?
Because of reasons.
Oh, well.
We've had this conversation.
Well, it's too late now. It's been too late for like
40
3
minutes.
years. Because I've been posting it on Facebook that we're
You
live.
said you wouldn't.
Like,
Facebook is for old people and the devil. I agree. Who is Rye? Rye, who are you? Do we know you?
Be
Or are
Rye?
you just are you new? Are you just found us and sticking around for a minute?
Did you? I meant to talk to you about this, but this happened while we were on break
Yeah.
for like 4 months or whatever.
Yeah, that big giant break we
Yeah.
took.
There was a man that ate 40 chickens, rotisserie chickens, in 40 days.
Oh, well that's not hard to believe at all.
Well,
Okay.
I know.
I was like, what?
I know, and you know that.
Nice. We
The-
don't we don't have enough of you. I'm glad. There are a couple of you here.
Well, then you should live on Facebook. There's nothing but shit posters on Facebook now. Anyways, at least in my
I hope
neck
you
of the woods
enjoy
on
our
Facebook.
content because we can never have too many shit posters. You are our favorite audience.
But
we are
anyways,
shit posting we are shit poster the podcast.
Me and you aren't blown away by that information about the 40 rotisserie chickens.
No, yeah, that's
for 40
pretty. That's
days.
not hard to do at all. I've
Everybody
done
else.
bigger than that for sure.
Everybody else and their mamas. Have you seen the news? This guy was on fucking what's the Daily Show? Not the Daily Show. What's the show that comes on NBC in the morning? Like their
Good Morning
version of-
America?
No, that's ABC.
I don't
I
know.
said NBC.
I don't know. I don't know any of them.
It's like when it's
okay,
one of the morning shows.
Good morning.
He was on
Today,
one of the
the
morning,
Today Show.
Yeah,
recording.
the Today Show.
Okay, one of the yeah.
And they were like, "What are you gonna do now?" And he was like, "Probably go home and see my mom and like just hang out."
Hold on. You ate. Hold on a second. Hold on a
That's
second.
what I'm talking about. You
Okay,
need
hold
to
on.
understand how
They
stupid
they
this is.
brought him to the Today Show, and they were like, "This is life changing, right?" And he's like,
No.
Yeah.
Look. Let me tell you.
Hold on, no, everybody,
I feel
everybody
like I'm
needs
doing a
to.
bad
Everybody
job.
listen to me. Everybody listen to me. 40 rotisserie chickens. I'll eat 2 rotisserie chickens in a day. 40 in 40 days is the most doable shit. Was it? Did he just eat? I mean, were there sides? I mean,
I don't know.
I
like,
could
let
eat.
me-
I could eat 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days
That's
with
what I'm saying.
sides.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not adding enough context.
A
for you.
rotisserie chicken's like $9
on
at
the
Walmart.
on the 40th day with the 40th chicken. He went to the stock, set up a table and a chair, and a group gathered and watched him eat this rotisserie chicken with his bare hands. And then when he finished, they all cheered. In Philadelphia.
What the fuck is happening? 40 chickens is nothing.
You see now why I need to bring it up.
I
and need
ate.
to talk about
I
it.
ate for a year. No shit. This is real. I could count the days in 1 year that I missed on 2 hands. For a year, I ate 2 New York strip steaks, a pound of brown rice, a crown of broccoli, a whole bell pepper, and 5 scrambled eggs all at once every day for a year. I maybe missed 10 days, maybe in a year. That's like That's not even a rotisserie chicken's fucking nothing. A rotisserie
Like
chicken
one-
is so
and I-
easy to eat.
Like one from Walmart, by the way.
Yeah, that's even worse. Those are like fucking this big. It's
Did
like
you-
it's like one fucking chicken breast from like a fast food place. A rotisserie chicken from Walmart is nothing.
Do you want to know what he said was his biggest struggles and his reasons for doing it?
hold on. He had big reasons and struggles.
They did
for
a whole
doing it?
interview on him.
Why? What was his reason? Was he like, oh, there's not enough
He
fucking
said-
cows? Like, what the fuck
No,
was-
he goes. He starts off like he goes, I don't even really like chicken.
Why?
And then he goes,
Marcy the Vampire Queen. That is very true. I witnessed that. Hey, Marcy. Welcome to the
Hey,
Shirts Off podcast, finally.
and then he
We
goes,
love you. That's Marcy.
our Marcy,
That's our Marcy.
like or Marcy that I work with.
No. You work with the Marcy?
Yeah.
That's not that Marcy. It's our Marcy.
Are
the
you sure?
Marcy.
How do you know?
Because I made that Twitch account for her.
oh, that's sweet.
She subscribed with Prime.
So, and then this is the other part of it that he talked about. He's like, it's really tough, you know. Once you get about halfway through the chicken, the sodium builds up, and I start to cramp up, and I have to take a break. And then he goes on to say, it really brings people together.
I don't want to be associated with companies helping in military coups, genocides, and old people thinking politicians drink
might be
children's
Copenhagen
blood.
on a
Yes,
separate
that went
account.
dark. That might be Copenhagen on an alt account. Yeah, no, I mean you fit in here, right? I believe in chicken virgin birth Christmas omelet.
There we go.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
This man doesn't even like chicken, but he ate 40 rotisserie chickens in 40 days on incredibly doable feat.
It sounds like a
To-
Bible story.
to
when you put it
quote-
that way.
Bring people together.
And then he talked about how the struggle of it was that he started cramping up like halfway through the chicken
That's the struggle?
because of a lot of sodium and stuff.
Drink some water, my guy. It's a chicken. It's
You know-
not. It's not.
Do you want to watch the interview for it?
No. I've learned. I've heard everything I need to know. I'm so disappointed in the guy and everyone else for thinking it's cool that like I want to do it just to.
Just
I'll
to
do
ta-
it for a year.
You
I'll
wanna do-
buy a rotisserie chicken
No,
every
this is what you
goddamn
should
day of
do.
the
You
year.
should do 50 chickens in 50 days.
That's. I mean, look. We can only keep one-upping each other so much. I might as well just do it for like a decade or so. Like some dumb. Actually, no. I'm not wasting that much of my time eating rotisserie chickens. They're not that good. I'll pick something harder to do.
You should do walnuts. How many walnuts?
Hold on. Let me get this. Let me hear this sentence again. You should do walnuts. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me
Like
break that
10
down.
walnuts a day for like 50 days.
10 walnuts. You know walnuts are. It's not like that's not a lot of food.
No, I know, but like
Why is that-
A
why are you saying
rotisserie
that?
chicken isn't a lot of food. You even just said it's like this big. It's like the head of a small child. You know?
It's more like the head of a normal-sized person, but still, it's not that much food. But you just said it yourself, 10 nuts or a chicken, same thing. That's not what I said. No offense. You give crappy diet advice, walnuts. Well, yeah.
That's
I wouldn't
not
say
my diet advice. I wasn't like you should eat
It's more
walnuts
like
if
a
you want.
challenge.
You want to get in shape, hit the gym, and get some walnuts.
What's next? Chives?
Chives are actually pretty good. I do like chives.
Yeah, you like chives?
Yeah.
You look like you
I don't know if they're good for you, but they're good. I put them on potatoes.
I'm Creighton. Here's a normal thing I do. That's what you just said.
I drink
Chives are
lots-
good. Chives are good.
I drink
I
lots of
also
water.
like chives. I drink a lot of water. I chew gum only when I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
Because then it'll make your stomach hurt. Just here's a bunch of shit people don't say, but they think all the time.
I put my shoes on one shoe at a time. And then I tie the laces.
Anyway,
Some people do shoe and lace, not me.
Creighton's out here living on the edge. Are you happy with your little giggle fest over
Yep.
non-content?
Yep. We should just have like a subsection of our YouTube where I just sit around and do everyday stuff. But like
You said you do work tomorrow?
yeah.
Shit.
But like little 2 to 5 minute videos of either me putting on shoes, putting on pants,
Yeah,
you know, putting on some lotion.
I understand.
They're not like overtly sexual, but like it is like, you know, kind of sexual just because of the nature of what you're thinking. but it's up to your interpretation. So in a way, it's an art. That was the other
I'm
thing.
changing the subject.
That was the other thing they asked the dude with the 40 rotisserie chickens. They were like, "Was this some kind of art? Like some kind of performance art?"
They asked this guy who, when asked what he's gonna do next, said, "Go see my mom." They asked this guy,
Well,
"Was your chicken eating art?
no, some kind of performance art.
Was your chicken eating art?" That's what you just said
Yeah.
twice.
Mm-hmm.
What was his answer?
He said no. You know what it kind of reminded me of? You know in that scene in Forrest Gump where he just runs for 2 years? And like everybody,
It's like 4, but yeah.
well, whatever. And they like
It's an important
at the
number. I'm a big fan.
End, at the end when he stops, and they're like,
What are we supposed to do now?
And he goes,
He just keeps walking.
yeah. It's kind of like that. Like this guy wasn't setting out to change lives and bring people together.
Yeah,
He just wanted.
he
to
just did.
He just
He wanted
wanted
40
He
chickens
was like,
in a
you
row.
know what? I'm gonna try to beat my not chicken liking taste buds. Not chicken liking.
My not. Here's what you said. My not chicky liking.
Yeah.
Taste
He's
bud.
like, I want to make myself like chicken. Is what he thought to himself.
Did he end up liking it?
I guess not. He said he didn't like it by the end of the interview. But it might be one of those situations where he ate so much that he liked it at first, and then it came all the way back around to not liking it. So maybe if he ate 40 more, it would even.
I did that with eggs. I didn't like eggs for the first like fucking 12 or 13 years of my life, and then I just had one day and was like, "This is awesome." And then I like started eating eggs like a motherfucker. Now I love eggs. I eat the fuck out of eggs. What a doofus.
Yeah.
I wrote a book on reverse psychology.
Please don't buy it. Maybe that's what he's doing. Like it's some kind of plant by Big Rotisserie Chicken. You know?
By Big Rotis. Big Rotis is trying to get us to buy their fucking little Kenny Rogers chickens.
Big Hen.
That was stupid.
BH for short.
My uncle, the one who doesn't like that we cuss and stuff,
Yeah.
he has 3 children. They're all boys. One of them's name is Oliver. And Oliver, I love you, Oliver, if you ever see this, which you won't. I love Oliver. He is a little bit of a goody two-shoes.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but in like a, you have 3 kids, one of them's going to be. He's the one for sure.
Oh, he reads
And,
all the books and does all the homework, huh?
He does all of it. All the Bible stories. He can quote all the passages. He's that kid. And I love it. He's so funny. But me and my Uncle David were smoking these. I brought these cigars to our Christmas, and me and my Uncle David were smoking them. And we were sitting by one of the trucks, just like leaning up against it, talking about whatever we were talking about. And my brother comes over to hang out for a second and talk to us and ask how the cigars were and blah, 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 blah. And Michael, my brother, at these family functions is the crazy kid. He's the one that all the little kids play with because he will give them the time. He will literally get down on all fours and like run around like an animal and be like the monster, and like play.
That's
like
so fun.
it's so fun. Yeah, he's like he plays the game with like all the kids and scares them and attacks them and throws them around and wrestles and all that shit. And I'll do it sometimes, but he does it the most. And so all the kids are like fucking tailing behind him, running up to see what he has. What's happening next. And Oliver sees us smoking these cigars, and he's just like,
oh, he gets mad.
Not like mad. He like
disappointed.
I've never felt more disappointment from a fucking 9-year-old. He looked so disappointed. He was like, and I said, "What's wrong, Oliver?" And he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And Michael David was like, "We're smoking cigars." And he said,
Bruh, your
he
uncle
said-
doesn't give a fuck.
"Yeah, he's Michael David. You would love Michael
Yeah.
David. Out of all my family, like he'd be like top 3 your favorite people.
He's
You
like,
would love him."
I just see him like blowing a big cloud in his face, going, "We're smoking cigars."
Well, he was a little far away to do that, but he's not like mean. He would.
No, I know.
I'm
but
just yeah. But anyway,
in
he
my
was-
mind, that's what I'm imagining.
he said I forget what he said. He said something, and then Michael David was like, "Well, these are for adults. Those cigarettes that everybody else smokes, they're bad for you, and these aren't exactly good for you, but they're not as bad as cigarettes." We were just trying to talk to him because we could tell he was disturbed. He was not. And it's like you see them. I mean, they're fucking. These are not like.
Yeah.
These are not like Black and Milds. These are some
Yeah.
beefy,
Thick boys.
thick boy cigars.
Mm.
And he could not believe, because I think that I don't know. It's like my Uncle Stuart. He's not my uncle for real. He's like my dad's best friend. But you know how you call those people your uncle. He when I was like 11 or 12, he told me he was an atheist, and I didn't know what that meant. And he said, "That means I don't believe in God." And I was like, little 11-year-old me was like, "What?" I was like, "This is unacceptable." I could not believe it. It was like it like ruined my life. And like so whenever I like for a while I was like, I can't believe it. Like it changed my perception of my Uncle Stuart for a decade. Like up until the last couple of years where I was like, "Oh, I'm basically I'm not an atheist, but I'm like closer to that than I am like a full-blown Christian." I'm more agnostic than anything. And I was like, "Oh, Stuart's normal. He's cool. I shouldn't dislike him or have this weird thing in the back of my head." And I was like, "Hey, Stuart." He was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Stuart's still cool." like literally, like it felt like I had not talked to him, when in reality I
It's like a
never
wall went up.
Yeah, it was
Just
like a
as
wall.
like a
Exactly.
emotional response.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a wall had gone up. Like there was a barrier between us, and it was weird. But
Well,
but like, and I could see that in Oliver's face. I was like, "Fuck." He thinks I'm bad. He thinks something's wrong because I smoke cigars.
see, now you can fuck him up because he can go walk up to him and be like, "Sup?" And he'll be like, "What?" He can talk to me.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like Stuart never had a conversation with me. He just said, "I don't believe in God," and then boom, he dropped it. He was like, "I'm done talking about this." And so for a fucking decade, I just had no conversation until I had friends and like other people that I could talk to about it. And was like,
And then
"Oh,
you're like, "Yeah."
yeah." I was like,
it's
"Oh, this
okay
is normal
to,
and cool."
you know.
And like same with Oliver. I think I'm gonna see him tomorrow, so I just gotta be like, "Hey," and like smoke a cigar and like hang out with him.
It'd be really funny if you like offered him one. And you're like, "Come over here."
No,
I mean, I know that's dumb.
my brother did make a very bad joke while he was like
What'd
getting
he say?
attacked by children. He said, "The first one to or the last one to like suck on that thing Chris has is a fucking rotten egg or some shit." And me and Michael David both went, "No, Michael, you can't say that."
First
One,
of all,
because
the wording.
the wording is terrible, and second, because 3 children ran over and tried to grab my cigar. I wanted to start a new diet, but I feel I just have too much on my plate right now. God damn it.
I see.
Oh man.
Why would you come to a place called Shirts Off for diet tips?
I don't think it was diet tips.
Well, he's
just
been
sharing that
talking
piece of
about
his life.
he or she has been talking about diets this whole time.
That's true. I like how Marcy came in and hit us with that was true. and then
left.
Fucking dip.
Was that the rotisserie chicken thing?
I think so.
You
I think
witnessed it? What do you mean you witnessed it?
maybe I don't know.
Maybe they
Maybe
live
she
streamed
saw
it.
the episode.
Maybe they live streamed it.
If they Marcy, if you're here and they live stream this and you watched it, I
You
still
might-
love you,
You might be part of the
but
problem.
I have less respect.
Well, like, maybe she was like, he's going to eat 40. Because depending on the wording of it, maybe she thought he was going to eat 40 in a row. Not 40.
That
like once a
that
day.
would have been impressive.
Well, it's kind of like the Super Size Me documentary. You remember? All he ate was McDonald's for like fucking, what was that, a month?
It was like a year or something, maybe
Yeah.
a month. I don't know. Have you ever seen the Simpsons parody of that?
No, what is that?
It's so funny. It's like a fucking David Attenborough type guy doing a documentary on McDonald's and Krusty Burger. He's like, "I have now eaten Krusty Burger every day for 30 days. I have a chicken nugget IV drip going into my veins." And it's like literally the nuggets are like feeding through the tube and like right into his arm, and he's like 700 pounds. It was awesome. The Simpsons have done so many parodies.
Oh, yeah.
And so many jokes. You know, they had like I forget the podcast. There was a podcast talking about it where like Matt Groening, the guy who makes The Simpsons,
Yeah.
he has predicted by accident so many crazy things. He like through visual things and through like literally writing out the scenarios. Like one, Donald Trump becoming president. But more ridiculously, there was like a 9/11 reference years before 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just 2 out of the in the podcast segment he fucking has like a list of 20 where it's like, holy shit, all these things happen.
Well,
And all that to say, I think trees can talk
Well,
because trees can talk.
is
in
it
The
a
Simpsons.
form of prediction or is it a form of manifesting?
I think
like,
it's
you think
less.
about it.
I think it's neither. I think it's a form of that show is
Coincidence?
over 30 years old,
Yeah.
and when you write 26 episodes of a show every year, and you have to come up with a new scenario every single week for 30 years,
Well,
you're gonna create some realities.
there are some like beliefs out there where like if you create something, you are manifesting an event in life. You know what I mean? Like, I know you don't want to talk about Chris Chan, but I'm just going to pepper him in here for a second
How dare you?
because of something Chris, our friend Chris, told me. So he believes, Chris Chan, and you guys can look him up on your own time. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
Charlie,
we're not discussing him much further.
But Chris believes that Chris Chan is what's called a chaos magician, but doesn't realize he's a chaos magician, which is like a magician or like somebody who uses magic to make their art and then manifest those events to happen through their art. So like basically they write their own story.
We all write our own story.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it's not in terms of like decision and actual making. It's like literally writing this will happen
Through
to
manifestation, he's
Yeah.
like happenstantially creating his
Yes.
reality without trying to.
Yes, because a lot of the shit that he's made in his fan fiction is stuff that's actually happened to him, even though he like wrote it like years before it actually happened to him.
Yeah, I mean that's also just speaking to power. Like
Yeah.
you know, if you imagine something long enough, it usually ends up happening. You usually subconsciously try and make it. Like I've done that a bunch of times where like I had a thought or an idea, and then like made it reality, and then was like, man, I forgot I used to think that, or I used to try that. You know what I mean? I used to try and get that to happen, and then it has happened now. With all kinds of things in life. Things that I never would have thought would happen. Like,
Same
you know,
here.
it's crazy. And I don't
It's
know.
different.
I don't think it's that crazy. I think Chris wants chaos magicians to be real. That's what that sounds like.
Well, I
to
mean,
me.
like depending on your perspective and point of view, like and what you believe, they are real. You know?
Well, yeah, but that's true about anything.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, like you know, I mean, there are people that actually believe in that stuff, and I'm not saying the guy that makes The Simpsons believes it, but I mean, we don't know what his private beliefs are. Not really. I mean, he could tell us one thing, but you know. Who
I
knows?
guess. I think out of all the sitcom animated shows, like they're probably the most grounded in reality. Like
The
with
Simpsons?
with what they try and say. Like they're not their
Yeah.
messages are never too
You don't think? What about
Crazy.
Family Guy? You don't think Family Guy is pretty grounded?
no.
No.
Family Guy's crazy.
Yeah, Family Guy is pretty crazy.
I mean, like, there's aliens in The Simpsons and shit, and stuff like that happens every now and again. But like, for the most part, like, on a like political stance level is what I mean. Like, they play all the sides.
yeah.
Like, you have the Lisa character who's the
Okay.
fucking Greenpeace nut,
Well,
and you have the Bart who's the chaotic person. You have the Homer who's like the everyman dad Republican sort of guy. Like, you have all these characters who like play into stereotypes, and they play them well. Like,
well, but that might also be like be in its DNA because you know it started out as a newspaper cartoon, right?
I don't know.
Newspaper comic or like the little comics there in the back.
I'm not sure. The animation style was very different
Yeah.
back in the day.
It's weird that all that's on Disney Plus now. Like out of all the places you'd think The Simpsons would be, I wouldn't have imagined Disney Plus.
Yeah, it is. It is strange. I have not gone back and watched any.
Apparently, a lot of it's very edited and censored.
That's what I've seen.
But that's why I haven't tried to watch it from there. I would rather just. You know,
I like The Simpsons. I don't like it. Like watch every week.
I don't even watch The Simpsons. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing I've ever watched of The Simpsons is The Simpsons movie, which I really like.
The movie's
that.
great.
The
I
movie's
love the movie.
fantastic.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of episodes, but I don't watch too many. Like I've probably seen 30 or 40. I've never sat down and watched like every episode of a season or anything.
I'm more of a Family Guy kind of person.
Yeah, Family Guy, American Dad, they're both great. I
Oh.
love American Dad. Roger is unbelievable. And then Bob's
The
Burgers.
Cleveland Show has its moments too. I mean, I know everybody shits on it, but
Yeah, I
like, it's-
tried. Man, it's just those moments are so few and far between.
Yeah.
Like it's like every 3 episodes there's a funny moment. It's not good.
Well, I heard like in the later seasons is when it really starts to pick up. But then by then, you know. And then Family Guy, like for me, like is kind of like SpongeBob. You have your good like seasons, and then it just falls off, and then like it comes all the way back around, and then it falls off again. It's one of those shows that's been around for so long, like you know, it goes and comes and goes and comes. That's what she said.
I really want to watch Bob's Burgers.
I've started Bob's Burgers. It's pretty good.
It is very like I've seen like 4 episodes, and all 4 episodes are fucking hysterical. Like it's so good. The fucking kids are amazing.
I
The mom and dad are amazing. The friends are like everyone. It's one of those shows where every character is untouchably funny. It like drives me crazy when I find and I still haven't sat down and watched it. It's like I sit here and look for shit to watch all the time, and then I forget that like I could be watching Bob's Burgers. Like this theoretical list that we all have of shit to watch. I need to literally make it.
It's even funnier that it's Archer.
Yes, it's much funnier that it's Archer. Because they are very opposite characters.
Oh yeah.
I love my favorite line from that show is I mean I guess, but I'm just gonna complain the whole time. I'll come, but I'm gonna complain the whole time. Like when she says he has to go to the fucking event or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit drives me nuts. I love that shit.
That's some shit Quentin would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh,
and then he does it.
And then he does it. That is true.
What a silly goose.
What?
I said, what a silly
goose.
goose.
Oh, what a silly goose.
Yeah.
Well.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Let's wrap this one up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I gotta get ready to go to the dentist here shortly, and have a off mic conversation with you about something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very serious. It
about-
involves the baby.
Oh.
Anyway.
Like the rapper, the baby?
You guys have a good day. We will let's see. Today's the 21st. You have to work tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Then I'm off 23rd, but that's my sister's birthday and family dinner that day.
What about the 24th and 5th?
Remember Christmas Eve, I work, and then stuff with the kids. Maybe a podcast that night, maybe not.
Okay. We might go live again in the next week or so. If we don't, if me and Creighton don't, I'll probably do a Triple G podcast with Michael and Faith, or episode 3 with
if we
Ali,
don't
Michael,
do
and Gunner.
Around Christmas, we'll definitely do something within the next week or so.
Yeah. I have to work Tuesday again, and then after Tuesday, my schedule should be back to normal. Like, should be back to, like, all the days I work. Okay. Well, we love you guys. Have a fantastic week, and Merry Christmas if we don't see you guys again.
Happy Hanukkah.